Hey y'all, and welcome back to Wind Down with Lee. Y'all know how we do it. We get straight to it, y'all. Now we're getting ready to do the first retie. The first retie of year 2. Let's get to the retie. Woo, I can feel that.
It look good. Baby, this is the wash. This is how we wash the hair, okay?
Yeah, my first time. I don't ever get no soap.
Oh no, you got soap, baby. It's buku soap.
Really? Oh,
yes. Oh ma'am. As soon as you put it on right here, on this side,
that side
as soon as you put the one, all you did was this. Go ahead, pull some, and I'm gonna show you how I laid up. Now rub it. No soap well. Baby, every time you put whatever spot you put it on,
okay,
the soap comes.
So my scalp may not be as dirty as I thought.
Okay. And I can't get up in there. Let me see. Look at that. Somebody she ain't got no soap. Soap, girl, well. This is how she used the we call it the scalp brush comb. The lock comb. We done turned this into a lock comb, a Microloc scalp brush comb. Okay.
Mom over here just running my tea water bill. Cut the thing on me. Baby, that wash felt so good on my scalp. I ain't gonna lie. It really felt good. I was scrubbing away. But let me tell you something. Be careful when you're using your scrubber when you're washing your hair, because I did irritate my scalp just a little bit from, agitating it a little bit too much. But make sure when you're using that little scrubber, you're only getting to your roots. You're not taking it down your locks or anything like that, because we don't want no mishaps and we don't want to undo what we have spent so much time actually doing. Okay, y'all, so I want y'all to look at this right here, because my sister was addressing a hole that she had found in one of my Microlocs. Now, if you've been rocking with me since my very first retie, then you know that we had to address this probably in the first 2 or 3 reties. This has not been a thing since then. So it was quite unusual for us to see a hole in my locks. But however clever, it was only one. And we want to show it to you so that if you are DIYing your own locks, make sure you are taking the time, like I said in my wash and moisture routine, make sure you are taking the time to actually look at your hair, make sure you're doing an assessment to make sure all is well with your sweet baby locks, okay? Well, we both noticed that my hair started to bud, and it started to bud in the back a lot more than it did in the other places. And so what we did was we wanted to get really close so that we can show you exactly the difference between when your hair starts to bud versus when it's just still in the newbie process. So as you can see on one lock, I have really coily curls, but then on the other lock, there is that small bud where the hair that is shedding is starting to catch at the end and is creating that ball so that the rest of my hair can begin to stop coiling. You notice it shrinks because the curlier one is longer than the balled up one, and it begins to do that all the way up the actual lock. So as your hair is growing and your hair is shedding through the natural process that it does, you will begin to see your locks may look shorter, as they always do. Like right now, they look pretty long because they've been stretched out, but over time with the budding, they will, you know, shrink up just a little bit, okay? Something else that I want you to notice is the way that my sister added grease to my scalp. Notice she showed you the big, large clump of grease. Don't do that. Do not do that if you are going to grease or lightly oil your actual scalp. What you want to do is that little bit of piece that she's showing you, and you want to just rub that gently on your actual scalp. Don't want to get it all over your locks because you don't want to attract lint, dirt, grime, all that to your hair, because you know whatever is in the air will be attracted to that grease. However, you still do want some type of moisture or oil on your scalp, or at least I do. Let me speak for myself, because you guys know I suffer with a lot of dry scalp with my actual Microlocs, which is something that I dealt with prior to me even getting Microlocs. So that's why I love when she actually lightly greases my scalp. She did take the Lion Locks and put the same amount on her hand, and then she just lightly rubbed it onto my actual locks so that I can retain some sort of moisture, because listen, I don't wash my hair frequently, so therefore I don't get the moisture retention through just adding water. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it, because I like when my hair looks like this. I like when it looks more straight. My husband says it looks stringy. Well, I like for it to look stringy, okay? All right, y'all, so this is it for tonight. Baby, look how much length I have. I know I probably look real crazy, but look at the length. Like, bro, it's neck length now, honey. Boom. But yeah, it's 12 o'clock. We stopped at 12 for tonight. We started at 6, yeah, a little after 6. So a couple hours for the day, and then we'll go ahead and try to finish up tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye. All right, y'all, so y'all can see, as we've already shown you guys, there is a lot of growth that has happened so far in my lock journey. And I tell you the truth, I didn't notice it over the course of a year, until about month 6 maybe, when I started noticing that I got some real growth. But I can definitely appreciate my journey more seeing the actual journey transpire through pictures. So if you are on your Microloc journey, I would tell y'all to make sure y'all document it by taking pictures and video and clips so that you can actually see the growth. It's kind of like gaining weight. You know, when you gain weight, you can't see it until your clothes don't fit. Ta-da! Something else that my sister actually caught while she was doing my locks, but we normally don't show you this, is at the Y, the base of my Y, when she's getting ready to start the new retie, she noticed that some of my lock had what we consider bunching. I don't know if you've ever retied your hair and then maybe you noticed that your retie was a lot thinner than your actual previous retie. Maybe that's the problem. So if it is, you might want to address with just a little back combing with that retying tool to loosen that up so that you can actually kind of make it merry. You know, bring it all in together, make it one. Because we don't want no bunchy locks, because that is not good. Not good.
All right, so this is something else I wanted to talk about, guys. I see it with regular locks and Microlocs a lot. So if you look closely, you can see this right here is from the last retie. Okay, this is the new hair. On thicker locks and traditional locks, you get this bunching, what I call right here, from the new hair growing in and this hair pushing it out, the new growth pushing this down. What I do to fix that, if you don't do what I'm about to do, what's going to happen is you're going to have a little fat section right up in here at the root once you interlock the rest. You don't want that. You want it to like nice and smooth like this. Okay? So this is what I do. I take my tool and I push the hair up in a way like that. Even though you're going to push it back down, you know, when you do your 4-point rotation, but this just gives it smoothly. It takes the bunching out. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but hey, this is just it's the best way I know how to describe it. I'm about to say subscribe it.
Yeah, you are. Look, you explain the way you know how.
All right, so I lift it up. So now you can see the difference is not as tight and it's a little looser here. So when I start doing my 4-point rotation, it should even out and be smooth all the way through. Okay, it don't be on every lock, but it definitely be on a lot of the locks. I mean, not a lot, it be on a good bit of them, the more thicker locks, if that makes sense. So we're not gonna go again, but you see the difference from here to here is more smoother than having that big bud. And I'll show you, if I can, I'll see if I'm able to show you what it would look like if you don't loosen up that little section before you do your retwist. I mean your retighten. All right, so that's all I wanted to show you guys. So now you have a smooth lock versus knots with little big buds and knots going all the way down.
All right, y'all, so we have addressed, let's see, what have we addressed? We've addressed budding, shrinkage, irritated scalp, moisturizing our scalp, holes and or slippage in our Microlocs, a lot of things in this video. So as always, I like to give you guys some advice. And if you have not seen my 1-year lock video just yet, then you haven't heard this advice. But if you have, it is the same advice. Make sure you listen to your hair. Your hair will tell you whatever it needs, and then you develop a plan with your loctician for you guys to make sure that your hair is flourishing, because that's what we want over here, flourishing locks. Now I know y'all might be interested in knowing how many locks I have, because I'm interested in knowing how many locks I have. That's the next video, so make sure you stay around for it. Just click, hit the button right there, right now. Just go ahead and watch it.